I think my life as a designer began with just being that kid who loves to draw. And I never really lost that love. It's just evolved into different applications over time. I studied studio art with an emphasis in painting, and I love portrait painting and illustration. So now, although the work I do as a designer is quite different, that background is essentially the foundation for how I design, and it's what led me here. I'm Beth Ferrara, and I'm a designer at Brighton. As a designer, I've had the opportunity to create various types of products. Even though there's not really a single influence or inspiration, there are some recurring themes that always inspire me. I've always drawn inspiration from the past, so being at Brighton, I developed an interest in our history and tradition that we have of Western wear. One of my collections was inspired by a vintage Brighton belt, which became a collection with its own kind of Western and Southwest feel to it. I want to carry on some of Brighton's traditions in these pieces, as well as try to give them a modern and cool twist. When it comes to the sunglasses and watches I create to match our various collections, to me it's about having fun with these pieces. I'll collaborate with our other designers to take their designs and see how they can be reimagined and translated from jewelry into a sunglass or a watch. Something else that's always played a huge role in my life is music, especially the music of the 60s. And along with that, I have a love for that whole era of mid-century modern style and design and architecture of the 50s and 60s. You can see this play out in some of my jewelry designs that are influenced by mid-century inspired geometric shapes. And I love to include starburst motifs in my pieces. They're like my ode to that iconic era. Coming from a background of 2D painting into 3D product design, I feel both those similarities and challenges between the two processes. But the real difference is, rather than a 2D piece that is meant to be viewed, these pieces are functional art. And that's the exciting part of designing, I think, is getting to create things that are meant to be interacted with and worn and lived in. So I think that's always the feeling that I'm aiming for, is trying to create something unique to hopefully capture that thrill for somebody of finding that piece that speaks to you.